loves. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining me for another one. It's your girl Sheba. You're kicking it at the spot as always. You guys, it's all crochet today, all right? I haven't done crochet in just a minute. I've been on my wigs, my natural looks, but I'm at it, all right? As you saw from the title, it is a braidless crochet. I opt to do that right now just because I just want the less amount of tension on my hair is the best option for me, okay? That's optimization for me. I'm looking for a hair growth journey, and I want it to grow, and I just don't want tension. So this is super easy and quick to do. I did opt to do parts at the very top, okay, with the braidless. So I have a deep part over here. We also have a part here. Ooh, that's a vibe too. I dig. I usually like my hair on this side, you saw it, but that's cute too. I have my middle part. Right, if you like that look, boom, there it is. And then of course where I started off, okay? That's it, you guys. Very inexpensive look. This cost me under 20 bucks to make this happen. Didn't take a lot of time, about 2 hours, but I took breaks, all right? So you can probably get this done well before that time. Again, instructional video is coming up. Now, this is a vibe, the look is cool, but if you like the big hair, long hair, at the very end, this was a 14-inch, so I cut it. Man, it's super dope. It's a vibe as well, okay? So if you like that, definitely stick with it. I just wanted to cut it and not make it so heavy, all right? Any kind of questions, any kind of comments that you have, you know what this is about, okay? Go ahead and put that in the description box. I do try to go ahead and respond to you as quickly as I possibly can. And yeah, you dig? I appreciate you guys. And until the next time, be a blessing, and you and your family stay blessed as well. I'm out. So this is a starting point, okay? All of my hair is pulled back. I have my sides kind of pulled back and gel down. You see the sections that I have at the top for my parts. They are really just slicked down and pulled back into a rubber band. I have the ends plaited up and pulled back in that one ponytail in the very back, okay? All of my hair is wrapped up around that ball and secured with a bobby pin. So yes, now I do have a little bit more thorough videos about how I do this. So if you go back, you know, in my archive, you'll kind of see a little bit better thorough video for the actual install of the crochet. And I'll show how I do the parting, okay, for the braidless. But this is the hair we're working with. It is Darling Flexi rod curls. This is how the pack of hair looks open and how the curls come out. They're very, very pretty. They are natural textured vibe, but they're soft, okay? Not super soft, not super coarse, but you know, just good enough, all right? I used 2 packs of this hair. I really thought I didn't need a full 2 packs until I got to the top, and I did kind of need that second pack. I'm gonna start in the back of my hair, ladies, and I'm gonna cover this knot, okay? I always start in the back and start on the top of my ball and work my way around and up, okay? Again, if you're needing more of, I don't go really slow on showing you how to do the crochet method. If you find that you need a little bit more assistance, or if you want me to go a little bit more in detail, just leave a comment, okay? Let me know that you need a little bit more instruction. I'll be happy to do it, and yeah, and go from there. So you guys, with each strand of the hair, okay, that's in that pack, I separated about 7 times in the back. Now I know that seems like a lot, but separation, or how much you separate, definitely can change the look and the vibe of a curly pattern. And I wanted it full, and I didn't want the curls so defined, so that is why I separated so much. So if you like the look that you saw in the end, then definitely that's what I did, okay? So separated 7 times in the back. Once I started getting to the front, I did not separate as much. I was only doing like maybe 4 to 5 in the front, okay? And if you're worried about, I'm going to speed this up so we're not in here all day long. If you're worried about how the ball is going to look, don't worry about it, ladies. It will be covered, okay? Once you finish with these 2 packs of hair, no one will ever know that your hair is pulled back in the pony, all right? Now, I said I separated 7 times. I only knotted this hair twice, sometimes only 1 time. In the back, I found myself just kind of knotting it twice. But because the hair is coarse, okay, and textured, I didn't, it's not very soft at all. So I didn't have to just knot it so many times. I think it's going to be secure with just a couple of knots. Or like I said, 1 is what I started doing in the front, okay? All right, ladies, so we are making our way to the top, the crown of the head. We're finishing up. I do like to leave when I'm doing just the braidless crochet some of my edges out, so I don't bring all of the hair close to my edge line. That's just my preference, okay? If you decide to do otherwise, it's whatever your vibe is, okay? That's cool. But again, you see my parts, and I'm gonna start working on my parts. Now, I do 2 rows on my parts to make sure that they're filled out. I'll show you later on what I mean, but I'm so like on one side of the part, I'm going to crochet in here there, and to make sure when I do flip action, you know, when I pull my hair from right to left, I want to make sure that the other side is done too. Okay, I want to make sure that that's done, and so that when I flip the hair, when I move it from part to part, you don't see any gaps. Okay, so left, right, left, right, left, right. I hope that makes sense on your parts. Okay, so you want to crochet all the way up on one side, flip the hair, crochet all the way up on the other. Okay, I'm about to show you right here exactly what I mean. So I'm starting on this portion of my hair. Now also, I wasn't really big on the invisible knots. I know a lot of people really dig that and don't like to see the knots. I don't do that unless it's a straight hair, okay? If it's not a straight hair and it's curly, I'm not really big on the invisible knot. I'm okay with it. You can kind of frizz it at the very top too, to kind of alleviate the knots being so noticeable, okay? But yeah, so here we go. Done that side. Let's flip over. You see that portion still needs to have some hair in it. So again, that's what I mean. I'm just going to crochet on the alternate side to fill in that gap, okay? So right now, I'm just going to fill in the other side. I'm almost done. I'm just going to work my way on the other side to fill in that portion that has a big gap in it right now. And we're done. All right, everybody, it is that time for the viewer shout out, which is just me paying my homage to everyone that takes the time out to watch the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? This week is going to be from Tanai Cannon. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, love. But beautiful name, okay? The spelling is beautiful. If that's what it is, it's gorgeous. I love it. I love different. So that's beautiful. This is a look that I actually didn't like that much. She was commenting on 1B27 vibe, and of course I'm gonna throw a couple pics up here so that you can see. If you're interested in the video, make sure that you rock back in the archive and see the videos, okay? But yeah, she was just, that's my son in the back. So she was commenting on it. She loved it. She gave me some tips that she does for her leave out, things of that nature. I definitely agree with you, Tanaya, about leaving as little out for the leave out edges portion for these wigs. I agree with you completely. The less you leave out, the better it looks, okay? So shout out to you. Make sure that you tune back in, my queen, for the next week and the next video, okay? I appreciate you very much. All right, you guys, big hair, don't care. Look at all this hair, you guys. I absolutely adore it. I do go back. Now, you see the white residue on the sides there. That is coming from the edge control that I use. I actually love that edge control because it lasts longer than any other edge control that I've used before, but it gives me a white residue, which I hate. So it's like a love-hate relationship. I have to go back in and water it and all of that, so that's not so evident. I got to find an alternative. But you guys, this is what the outcome was. It's a lot of hair. Again, if you notice there, you could definitely not see that ball. It's just something that you know is there and no one else, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting, and this is what I was saying earlier in the intro portion of the video. If you like this look, this is a vibe too. You can definitely water down, or if you use products like mousse and things like that, that's cool. I really kind of stay away from the product unless I have to maintain the curl or to manipulate it in a way that I want. But this here can definitely be a look all by itself if you want it longer. I just didn't want the heaviness this go around, okay? So I cut it. All right, and you'll kind of get a vibe of how you want it cut. But how I cut is to frame around my face. I start with just one even. I figure out where the length is that I want. I cut it across, and then once I have the length perfect of how I want it, then I start putting the layers in there and framing it around my face how I want it. Okay. I did notice with this hair that the ends are very frizzy, okay, and I didn't want to maintain that. I didn't want to be trying to maintain that over the next couple of weeks with this style, so that's another reason why I cut it too, okay. All right, you guys, I gotta tell you, I fell in love with these curls. Like, I liked it initially when I did it, but after wearing it a few days, I absolutely adored it. Like, the curls wear better, my opinion, as they get older. And so, of course, I'm gonna give you an update on how the maintenance was with this. So before you spend your coin, you know what to expect, okay? All I have in this bottle is water. There is nothing else in there. That is just for me to try to tame some of these curls and lay them down so that I can get a better vibe of what I'm wanting, okay? You guys, we are coming to the end. This was really it. I appreciate you so much. Please leave those comments for me. Any kind of feedback, I do love it. Good or bad, okay? I can dig that. So leave your comments. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you next week, all right? You and your families, stay blessed. Be a blessing to someone else if you can. And yeah, I'm out. Play with it, ladies. Play with the hair until it's something that you like.